Pesto. It's delicious, traditional Genovese sauce for pasta, for anything. Using basil and pine nuts and garlic and Parmesan and olive oil. It's delicious, but it can be very rich, very hearty, very heavy. Even though it's green, you think green, light, but pesto can be a little intense sometimes. So I'm going to show you today a variation on pesto that I'm sure would make any Genovese grandmother turn over in her grave. But I'm in California and I'm taking liberties here, so bear with me. I like to cut my pesto with a little bit of spinach. It kind of boosts the nutritional profile. It also lightens up the flavor, makes it a more vibrant green, and it really still tastes like pesto, but it's just a little bit more refreshing. So I'm going to show you my tricks today, and if you like it, great, and if you don't, I'm sorry, Nona. A clove of garlic in the food processor and a 1/4 cup of pine nuts. These have already been toasted. I actually purchased them toasted. Trader Joe's, great source for toasted pine nuts, I have to say. And I'm just throwing it in the food processor, and I'm going to chop it up a little bit right now, just to start it so I don't end up with big chunks of garlic and pine nut in with my leaves. So, there it goes. Just want to take it so that it's sort of finely ground up. Okay, and then I'm going to add in 1/2 cup of packed basil leaves. Basil, you have to have basil to have a pesto, or at least a reasonably traditional pesto. I've seen mushroom pestos that don't have basil and all sorts of different types of pestos, which are just ground up stuff that you toss with pasta or put on something, but we're going to use basil today because we want to stay a little bit with tradition. And then I'm also going to add an equal amount of baby spinach leaves, another 1/2 cup of packed baby spinach leaves. And you can play around with the ratios here. If you want a little more green to your garlic and nut ratio, then add a little more. I may decide I want a little more today. I haven't decided yet, but I'm really packing it in. We're gonna crush it up anyway in the food processor, so I don't really need to worry about being gentle with them at this point. And I'm gonna grind this up again. And I do not have the world's greatest food processor, so it's going to take a second, but you can see it's working. I'm sort of manhandling it a little bit, but all right, we're all chopped up. Then I'm also going to add another secret ingredient, which is not classic, which will probably make someone angry. I'm going to add a little bit of lemon zest and a little bit of lemon juice. And the zest is going to give it like a nice, like a deeper sort of lemon flavor that's not sour, but I like that little bit of tartness. You can leave this out if you'd like, or just go with the lemon zest itself and not the juice. So this is probably about, let's say this is about a tablespoon of lemon zest, whole lemon. And then I don't want too much lemon juice, but I'm just gonna squeeze in, this is about 1/4 of a lemon. It's probably 1/2 teaspoon, maybe to a teaspoon of lemon juice. Don't really want to get the seeds in. Drop my rind in the compost. And then I'm also going to add a 1/4 cup of shredded Parmesan cheese. The cheese makes it good. Sometimes I leave it out because sometimes I think the flavor of Parmesan with lemon they can fight a little bit, but today I'm going for it. And I'm turning it on again, just blending it up a little bit. And then I'm going to stream in a little bit of olive oil. And I would say this is going to be about, in the end, about 1/3 of a cup. You don't need quite as much olive oil when you're using spinach. You probably can't hear me. You don't need quite as much olive oil when you're using spinach to make the pesto, because spinach has a high water content, and so there seems to be enough moisture to get it to grind up a little bit. It doesn't taste watery, but it's also a nice way to reduce the amount of oil that you need to use for a pesto. So now, scrape down the sides with a little bit of a spoon, and I'm going to buzz it one more time. Okay, that's it. And this is really more chopped up than some people like it. You can choose to do it however you'd like, chop it very coarsely, but you can see it's a vibrant emerald green. It's got a fresher taste than regular traditional pesto. You can get the nuts, you can get the Parmesan. That lemon, it doesn't taste lemony, but there's just a little bit of a freshness going on. I would also add a little bit of salt and pepper to taste. I like to add the salt after I add the Parmesan, because depending on how much you use, Parmesan is very salty. You don't want to have a super salty pesto. And I might add a little bit of black pepper. But there you go. A little riff on pesto that Nona might not be happy about, but I think you will be.